This prisoner had to eat 50 eggs within an hour. If he failed, he'd be beaten to death. That was the bet he made with the other inmates, and almost everyone wagered against him. 50 eggs weigh close to 13 pounds. Who in their right mind would try something like that? But Jack wasn't like most people. He popped one egg after another, so fast that the guys peeling the shells couldn't even keep up. But the deeper he got, the harder it became. His stomach started to bloat. He squatted up and down between bites, trying to speed up digestion. By the time he hit number 32, even squatting was too much. His belly looked like he was pregnant. At egg number 41, his face turned beet red. He had to lie down while his buddies shoved the eggs into his mouth. With only 30 seconds left, there was one egg to go. They stuffed it in, but no matter how long he chewed, he couldn't swallow. 10 seconds. The tension was unbearable. Then, at the very last second, he managed to gulp it down. The 3 inmates who bet on him went crazy with joy. Against all odds, Jack had pulled it off. But this wasn't the first time Jack had done something insane. When he first got locked up, he crossed the prison boss. Out on the yard, they fought. Jack threw punches, but the boss didn't even flinch. The boss landed one blow, and Jack dropped like a stone. Still, no matter how many times he was knocked down, no matter how hard he was hit, Jack forced himself to get back on his feet. Eventually, even the spectators begged him to stop before he got killed. But Jack refused. His reckless defiance rattled even the boss. After one final punch, the boss backed off, frustrated. From that day, Jack's reputation was sealed. Every inmate respected him. Even the boss became his friend. You could call Jack crazy, but you couldn't deny his unbreakable spirit. He feared nothing, and he refused to bow to anyone. Outside, if he ran into a venomous snake, others would run for cover. Jack would grab it with his bare hands like he was afraid it would get away. When it poured during work detail, the others hid in the truck, but Jack stood in the rain, cursing at the sky with a machete in hand. Once, the guards gave the inmates an impossible task: fix an entire road in a single day. Jack wouldn't accept impossible. If they said it couldn't be done, he was determined to prove otherwise. His madness lit a fire under everyone else. They pushed themselves to the limit and somehow finished 2 hours ahead of schedule. For the first time, they actually earned a break. But then came the news that shattered him. His mother had passed away. That night, in his cell, the tough guy sang a farewell song through tears. Fearing he'd try to break out to attend the funeral, the warden threw him in solitary until the burial was over. When he was released, Jack had already made up his mind. He would escape. Late at night, he sawed through the wooden bed frame with frantic speed while his cellmates sang and danced to cover the sound. The faster he worked, the louder they sang. Just as the guard came by to check, Jack cut through the last plank. The prison boss distracted the guard, and Jack slipped through the hole. The guards outside spotted him and released the dogs. Jack ran non-stop, scaling fences, crawling along wires, swimming across rivers. He pushed so hard that the dogs chasing him eventually dropped dead from exhaustion. But a few days later, they caught him again. The warden ordered shackles locked on his legs, day and night, even while eating and sleeping. When his friends asked how he got caught, Jack said he stole a car and drove into the city. At a red light, he happened to pull up right next to a cop, and that was that. The prison boss advised him to lay low for a while until things cooled down, but Jack was already planning his next escape.